Vietnam's classical music scene has seen a resurgence marked by a wave of performances from world-renowned international orchestra. Yet, despite this momentum, the genre remains largely confined to former concert halls and a niche audience. Why does it struggle to reach the mainstream, and how can we solve that issue? First, let's hear from young audiences on how they view the art form today.
I think the biggest barrier is that many people believe you need a certain level of knowledge to understand classical music.
I think storytelling is the key. When people understand the story behind a piece, what the composer wanted to express, and how the performers connect with the music, it becomes much easier for young audiences to connect with classical music as well.
I think classical music should be performed in places where young people already spend their time, such as cafés and other community spaces. Combined with more affordable ticket prices, it would give more people the opportunity to experience it.
Cultivating musical literacy is the key to expanding classical music's audience. For young people, the hurdle is often the setting, not the music. To bridge this gap, organizers are transforming performance spaces and concert formats to make the genre truly accessible. Let's take a closer look at these modern changes.
This cafe may be small, but today it is filled with the melody of Schubert, Lieder D298. Now, classical music is finding new ways to engage with audiences.
With the aim of making classical music more accessible, this project is reimagining how the genre is experienced. Rather than recreating the concert hall, the project draws inspiration from the way composer Franz Schubert once shared his music, with friends gathered together in an intimate setting.
We noticed that Vietnam has a great cafe culture. Vietnamese Hanoians like to mingle, like to have an intimate space to share something together, share a story, share culture. Yes, so why not classical music? The spirit of intimacy, the love with classical music, and that's how it started.
When you mention about the idea of classical music, you go to a bigger space, you see the musicians on higher stage, much further away from you. You feel a little bit distant. But in our events, we sit very close with our audiences. They can see us clearly, they can hear us clearly.
The project presents around 12 performances, approaching thousands of audience each year. Behind every concert is the work of 6 core musicians with different full-time jobs, joined by guest artists who are dedicated throughout the year to bring each performance to the stage. To bridge the gap between classical music and wider audiences, each program includes introductions to the composer, the historical context, and the stories behind every piece.
I think any people like stories. And I think just having some kind of story help them to resonate more with the piece of art. And it helps them enjoy the music more.
Performing here feels different from playing in a concert hall. As a young musician, opportunities like this are incredibly valuable. They help us gain confidence on stage while bringing classical music closer to more people.
Behind each performance is a regular rehearsal by a team of dedicated musicians, whether in a cafe or a concert hall. They continue introducing classical music to young audiences and inspiring greater interest in the genre.
And for more on the changing landscape of classical music in Vietnam, we're now joined by Ms. Nguy Hải An, educational curator and facilitator. Well, hello, Ms. Hải An. How's the perception of classical music beginning to change in Vietnam?
I think as an audience and also as an organizer, I've been seeing a lot of changes throughout recent years. I think there are a lot of changes in the space. We can see that now a lot of classical music concerts have been organized in intimate spaces like a cafe space, a tea shop. So all of that adds up to a much more open and friendly space for the audience to come to concerts.
Yes, so what do you think has been the biggest barrier preventing more people, especially young audiences, from engaging with classical music?
So talking about the barriers that somehow create difficulties for the audience, especially young audiences, to come to the classical music, the biggest for me is the psychological barriers, which means that every time we listen, we heard like there is a classical music is happening soon, we feel like, oh, this is something cool, maybe interesting, but we still feel like not so ready. Something that make us feel hesitant to go to. So it's not easy for audience to be engaged to the music, to the classical music, because of those reasons, I think.
And now looking ahead, what is key to building a broader audience for classical music in Vietnam?
To build a more healthy and developed scene of classical music in Vietnam, we need more channels, more spaces in the education system. The things I think also important is talking about the community or about the audience. So what we can do is just be more open. I think at the end of the day, there is no rules. There is no like fixed borders to listen or to enjoy any kind of forms of art. And it is an open space for everyone and for the mass audience.
Well, Ms. Nguyen Hải An, once again, thank you for joining us and for sharing your insights.